Welcome to Conversations with Rich. I'm Rich Massabny. Today, it's a real pleasure, particular pleasure. I'm starting off the show, as you know, I usually have about 3 segments with old friends. Lakshmi Devi here, sitting next to my left. She actually cured me. About 7 years ago, was it? I had some lower muscular back pains or something, nothing more serious than that. I couldn't shake it, you know. And then I visited Lakshmi and her former husband, Devi, and cured me. I mean, you put hands on me, and that's it. It's just amazing. I was lying on my stomach, and you just did this and did that, and that was it. I got up and never had another pain. It's crazy, you know. But Lakshmi is, would you call yourself a spiritualist, or how do you like to describe yourself? And then you, at the same time, you can talk about Savitri too.
Sure.
Because she's a student of yours.
That's right. That's right. Well, I like to say that I'm a mystical philosopher.
Okay.
I respect spiritualists, but really what I try to teach and what I learned from my teacher of 15 years was an understanding that there has to be a fusion between psychology and philosophy together to really understand the self.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And you taught this gal over here, Savitri?
That's correct. Yes, she did.
Now you have in the Rockville area, but I mean you take all of Washington in there, is a New Future Society, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Give me a little bit more information about the New Future Society. What do you do, the kind of people that you have there and all?
Well, the center in Rockville is our healing center.
Okay.
Of New Future Society.
Okay.
And we have 2 particular types of programs. For groups, we have yoga, meditation, conferences, retreats. For the individuals, we have the same, but also we have the healing, the energetic healing, which is so very, very important.
Can you explain a little bit more for some of these people out here? What's energetic healing?
Energetic healing is the way to make the body very still and calm and healthy. It aligns the different centers of the body, the energy centers, very well known throughout Asia, certainly acupressure in India. And it just feels marvelous. It makes your mind very still and calm and clear, and you feel completely rejuvenated and uplifted.
What was that little procedure you did on me when we first met? Again, I had remembered something about some muscle thing or whatever it was.
Yes, that was the energetic healing.
Yeah.
It was, your back was, I just put my hands there, and I could sense where the tightness was, and it just relaxed all that needed to be relaxed.
Yeah. I think if you people, when you're watching the show, can you sense that about these 2 ladies? There's a calm, there's something. In fact, I think my blood pressure's down just sitting next to you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That should be.
Now, you were out in Burke, with your teacher actually and former husband, Deva. You were in Burke, Virginia, and that's how I got to know you.
That's right.
And then you recently moved. How long ago was it in Columbia?
It's 7 years ago.
I can't believe that. 7
I know,
years.
it's gone fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Columbia, and you have a center there.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
And you have people just from Columbia going there, or?
No, it is a retreat center. It's in
Columbia, the government, I mean the country.
The country in South America.
Right, right.
It's a retreat center. The city that I live in is called Santa Marta, and it's on the Caribbean. It's very, very warm all year round. And we have a beautiful center there, and the people from the city come, people from all over South America, and also the students from North America and Europe also come and stay with me there.
What do you mean stay with you? You have enough room?
Yes, we have many rooms. We have the possibility of at least 10 people staying with us at one time. And what we do is we try to take people into their inner silence. We try to help them to heal mental, emotional, physical aspects of themselves and try to lead them more into an inner harmony, essentially.
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
And you agree with that, right? You follow that
Absolutely.
thing? I want to give, I mean, I'm going to give, I mean, if you want to go to Colombia, the country, and see Lakshmi, you can do that, of course. But just in case you're just going to stick in this area, I have Savitri, head of this New Future Society here. I want to give the phone number and put it on the screen, 301-460-1417, and it's www.newfuturesocietycenter.com. And we're talking here with Savitri Yogini, right? And Lakshmi Devi. These are, you know, I could see if you were still in this area, Lakshmi, I have a funny feeling. If you were still in this area, I'd be one of your students.
That's wonderful.
You know,
All right.
I would be with you. But now I have one of your disciples.
That's
It's not
correct.
too far away from us.
I know.
Over in Rockville, Maryland.
And her center really has such good energy. The people come in, they feel so peaceful, they feel really contented there. Yeah.
In this life that we lead in this Washington area, and I'm sure all over, really, all over, except a small town. People are so busy running around, going crazy, popping all kinds of pills, seeing psychiatrists. Do you have any kind of, you can jump in too, Savitri, any kind of philosophy that you want to pass on to us that you've learned from your years?
Yes. Well, for me, I've been on this path for 20 years, and 15 years at the side of a very, very great mystical person who was American, called Deva Kennedy.
Right.
And what I learned was that we have to take the time simply to stop. I mean, literally to stop the action and try to enter into the self of us that is the being self. And when we very simply enter into the self of us that is being and not doing, the mind naturally calms down, and there becomes a unification of the mind, and the mind that was going in so many different directions can actually start going in one direction and enter into the peace that is all there, always there inside of us.